Hey everyone. Today's Thursday. No, it's not 7 p.m. No, I haven't advertised for any on lives. I Long story short, I've had a week of being at home, and I had to deal with being my business networking group that I'm a part of. I am not Confession here. I am not a tech person. Technology and me clash. I have been known to kill phones, kill computers. That's just because I am that type of person. My uh, what I do for my business when I schedule all my appointments. Here, I'll show you. I'm still pen and paper. So this is my schedule. So I am that old-fashioned person. Yeah, that's me. But the reason why I am getting on here now is I just did a live on my actual my Healing Tree page, my actual business that I have closed down temporarily due to all of this. So a lot of being alone in the house, a lot of alone time has put a lot of things in perspective, and it's also made me had to deal with the aftermath of everything. Psychologists tell you to get back to routine as quickly as possible. They purposely tell you not to get back to your normal routine because your routine is never going to be normal after someone commits suicide. That was the first thing that I heard right after Grayson died. And at first I was like, I don't care. Yeah, not techie at all. But yeah, I was telling people that I don't care about, what everyone else thinks, and me, good morning, and me, never ever going with what anybody tells me. I've always been against the grain, screw the system type person. That's just my very bold personality. You tell me to do something, I'm going to do the complete opposite. Or if you tell me that I can't do something, I'm going to say, watch me. So I have always been that type of person. So when you tell me that I need to get back to a routine, I got it. I understood. And I did go back to work very, very quickly within a week after he passed. It was extremely difficult. But my clients were an absolute savior. My family, we have reconnected and become a little bit closer. Um, so being at home was a very hard decision, and closing down my business temporarily was an extreme hard decision because I absolutely love my job. I absolutely love my clients, and I absolutely love my co-studio owners. We are in a building that each of us have our own little rooms, and I just love the people that are around me. I have learned so much about hair. Never thought I would be, instructing people on, what to do with your hair and whatnot. Now, I'm not a cosmetologist. I will never be one of those. But I've learned a lot because I've had to learn how to take care of my hair. I have curly hair and was never able to know what products were the best for me. So I've learned a lot from them, and they've learned a lot from me as well, especially, if skincare and massage and muscles and stuff like that, what to put on your face and what not to. So I miss my business. So with being at home now, Monday was a very hard, it sucked. It royally sucked. I was in tears most of the day, not just from the idea of being at home here where Grayson was and the whole idea, but it was about my business, and I was feeling myself go down a very dark pit, and I had to get out of this. I had to learn to kick my own butt, and I've had to learn how to, okay, you're home. This is what you're doing. You cannot sit there and wallow in this. What can I do to get out of this? And it was extremely difficult. Myra, thank you. You're so sweet. So it was very difficult to put on the pretty face, to get up daily, to not just want to stay in bed and it's like, screw it, I don't care. So I have devised a plan for my healing tree business, which selflessly promoting here, thank you, my business. I've come up with a daily plan on how to promote that. Even though I'm not working, that's what I'm doing now. And I've decided to come on here, even though it's Thursday morning instead of Thursday evening, and always talk about something about the suicide, about this, that, and the other. We need to learn how to live daily. So daily inspirations and daily living, especially with us who are in this group that we've never wanted to be a part of, daily living is the hardest thing that we've had to do. Breathing, surviving, washing clothes, whatever we're having to do. My office where I'm now, the room that I'm in now, that's not coming out, is directly next door to Grayson's room. So every time I walk down the hallway, I'm looking into Grayson's room. So it is difficult because I look in his room and his room is absolutely the exact same way the day he left. Now it's probably a little bit messier because I've just put things in there of his stuff that we received back. So walking by and going to my office to try to do my daily things, it's difficult. Being at home where I'm constantly reminded of him is difficult. Last night, just watching TV, I sit on a portion of the couch that I've always sat on, and he would sit right next to me always. And last night it hit me. It reminded me, I'm like, he's not here to sit next to me. So there are daily reminders that are always going to be around. And I've told you in other lives about, going to work, about the cars that he loves, all kinds of other things. Morning. Sorry. I scroll through and I see the comments. That's why I try to address them. I apologize, ADD. But yeah, daily living it's very difficult. And now that I'm trying to promote this, the living again or living with a purpose after the aftermath of suicide, it's a daily learning experience for me. It's, it comes and goes. You're going to have your good moments. You're going to have your bad moments. And everyone, looks at you and like, wow, you're doing really good. No, I don't think I am. Everybody looks at you like, okay, you're coping. You're doing well. It's still hard. There are moments that I fight that if I let myself spiral down, it's just a whirlwind. Like this morning, I had to do my business group, as I said earlier, and I had to do a timer because each of us have so many seconds that we talk in our business group. So I was going through and trying to figure out a sound for my timer that would be appropriate, but not to be stupid sounding. So as I was going through, I hit one and I didn't realize when I hit it, it was actually his sound that I had for his text message. And I heard it and I just instantly I froze and I wanted to just fall on the floor crying. It is a struggle. You're exactly right. Little things that you don't think of. There are people that are I'm in the grieving group, especially the mothers. One person was talking about barbecue chicken legs, and she freaking lost it because that was her son's favorite dish, and that's one thing that he learned how to cook. And it had been a year since her son passed. Barbecue chicken legs. You think barbecue chicken legs would make you cry? It does. There are things that make me, think of him, and it's just little things. My husband just celebrated his 50th birthday, and it was not a good day for him because it royally sucked because Grayson wasn't here. It was such a milestone that we had planned, and unfortunately, it mentally was not a good day. So daily living is like a roller coaster. You never know when you walk from one room to another of what is there and what is not there and the reminders. So I'm getting on here and I'm trying to be very good about talking about the aftermath, but I also want to start talking about preventative. we have to learn, you know me, I'm a big thing about communication. Um, I like to preach about communication. Even though I don't do it constantly to my husband, there are times where I feel like I shouldn't say anything to him because he's actually having a good day. And it is one of those things where, okay, I've got to stop that. I've got to learn communication, whether he's having a good day or I'm having a good day or vice versa. Um, banana pancakes. Oh, they looked amazing too, by the way. Those banana pancakes looked awesome. And good morning, Diane. So yeah, so there are things that we are having to learn. I'm having to learn, and I'm also, my experience, I definitely want you guys to see my life. And I know some of you are going through the same exact struggle that I am, and my heart is with you constantly. I love you. We're in a group that we never intended to be in, and I absolutely thank you so much. So it is one thing that I'm going to go through there and really start pushing the communication, pushing the roundtable discussion that I want to have. And once all this is over and we can start talking face to face to people, I want to get on the military bases, because I want to talk to a lot of the people that are going into boot camps, because the high rate of suicide in that is ridiculous. I'm hoping still to talk to the guys in July for the Emergency Services Behavioral Health Summit, because more people kill themselves in the line of duty than they do in the line of duty. And that is your police officers and your firemen, paramedics, 911 dispatch, in that whole realm. They are absolutely crazy. Kids, we all know the teenage rates, because I have been pushing those. It's not just the teenagers anymore, it's the little ones. These little ones, 9, 10 years old, it is absolutely crazy. There's a lot of people who are, sorry, I got sidetracked again. Yes, I will do that, Eliza, no problem. Myra, yes, I am pretty much a loner, believe it or not. I like being alone, but as of right now, it's not so great because of my business. But anyway, I was getting sidetracked. We have to learn, once we get back on track, I want to start talking to people. I want to get into schools. I want to start groups. I want to start support groups. There's so much that I want to do that I have to actually literally write it down, but I'm still waiting to talk to you guys, because I know a lot of you have given me a ton of suggestions, and I am very grateful for that. A lot of the things that I was supposed to be speaking on very, very quickly that were coming up at the end of this month, unfortunately, with all this is canceled now. But I definitely want to start getting out there and talking to people, because communication is our greatest asset. And that is nowhere even on the more forefront than it is now with this coronavirus, because we physically can't have contact with people anymore. So social distancing does not mean stop communication. We are all learning how communication is our strong suit. With this world, it's a global issue. It's not just America, it's a global issue. And we're all learning how to help one another. We are all, like all, Mrs. America pageants and stuff like that, they just want world peace. You think this is something that maybe might be happening finally. We're all getting together and we're starting to learn to communicate with each other, to talk to each other, to help each other, and not bash each other, not sit there and try to cause arguments. Now, granted, this whole toilet paper hoarding issue, I'll never understand. You have those group of people that only think about themselves, and then you have those group of people that think of everybody but themselves. And we are definitely in that environment. So communication is so greatly important, even more now than anything. And I think that's the biggest reason why I wanted to get on here, is I'm always talking about communication, always talking about communication. Communication is hard. Communication is ugly. Communication is always not nice. Communication comes in different forms. You guys have seen me on here and that I try to be nice and I try to, be wonderful. I'm actually a very, very honest, very blunt person. I grew up in a family that, not that anything goes, but you just say what comes to mind. Now, granted, I am not a true Southerner, even though I was born down here, so I don't have those Southern rules where I'm nice to your face and stab you in the back. Not saying that purposely, but Southern women are very, very nice. The whole bless your heart thing. I never truly understood that until I got older. I was like, oh, now I understand. So yes, I'm the type of person that where you stand with me at all times. I want people to know this is me. This is who I am. Whether it's family, friends, or whatnot. I will always be honest with you, and that's where I want us to be on this page. It's communication. I'm trying to get not just Grayson's story out there, not our story, but everyone. Everyone has a dark moment. Everyone has a time in their life where they're just like, I'm not needed. I don't need to be here. I'm tired of this stress, or I can't handle this, or this is not where I was going, or, whatever the excuse is. Everybody has a dark moment. How you get out of that dark moment is what matters. Everybody goes through something, some more than others. I have been through a whirlwind of stuff. I promise you, it's amazing that I'm still here, but I am destined for something. I wish Grayson was here to share this spotlight with me, but he was always the one that was behind the scenes and promoted everybody. So I guess this is his way of doing it. So here I am, Grayson. I am doing things in your honor. I'm living for you. A lot of you guys have seen the decals and the t-shirts. The hashtag is starting a movement. I want this to go global, or viral, as the young people say it. I am very much wanting this to take off because you guys matter to me. My heart goes out to all of you, and I want you to know that this is something that I am pushing. I am going to be here. I am pushing, promoting, doing lives, and going to start really getting more in depth with everything. It's not just, the aftermath of that. It's stopping, preventative. It's, how people truly feel, and also going through all the different stages of grief, because you have heard me before that I was at angry stage. I'm slowly getting out of that, but I still have my moments where I'm still extremely angry. And also the denial. The denial stage is big because I keep expecting him to walk through this door. I keep expecting him to text me. I keep looking at his urn and say, okay, that's not him. He's really not in there. Those aren't his ashes. That's a hard one because you go from denial and then you go to reality, and it smacks you so hard in the face. It takes your breath away. So yeah, those are difficult. Those are the things that I want to go through with. And I feel like I'm rambling right now, but I wanted to get on here. I wanted to touch base with you guys. I am going to be very diligent about every Thursday, and maybe catch on every other day or something like that with a small little blurb. But I am really promoting this page. Now that I am not working physically, I am taking this time to do daily living. If you guys have seen on my personal page that, excuse me, that I am getting back into yoga. As a health professional, yoga is the absolute key to the fountain of youth. It keeps your muscles elongated, and also keeps, if you can't have a massage, it also takes care of the aches and pains. And if you have bad achy knees or joints, it helps to relieve those. I promise you, yoga, you don't have to do hard yoga. You can do a very soft yoga. There are many, many different ones out there, and it really, really helps. So I am using it as my savior right now. So that's one thing I can also say. I'm gonna start promoting. So hold me accountable. If you don't see my post, hey, Dom, I need to know that you did this. So hold me accountable. And I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you very much for watching. I know I just got on very quickly because I did the live in my healing tree So shamelessly self-promoting myself because I got to support my business somehow. So if you guys have not seen my actual Healing Tree page, please go look into it. It's The Healing Tree. If you would go and just look around, if there's anything that you want, let me know. But I'm also, if you know anybody who just needs that daily motivation or that daily support, being on here, show them this page as well. A lot of you have been sending me messages and stuff like that. So I greatly appreciate that. You guys have been more than you know of help and everything. I think it'd be, I would like to do that actually. The victim council. I had someone ask me about another hospital and I can't remember who it was, but I definitely, I want to get into that, especially the law enforcement. I know I've been trying to get with the firemen. I know a lot of those, so I'm trying to get into the law enforcement as well. So if you guys, if you have connections, send them to me because I actually tried connecting with someone and I haven't heard from them. So I don't know what exactly is going on with them. Nothing bad against them. But I want to get connected with these people. So if we start conversations now, it's only going to lead to better ways in the future. So if you know anybody, connect me. If you need my cell phone, please let me know and I can send you a private message with my cell phone. Of course, it's on my Healing Tree page, so it's there. But I want to start with these guys, start getting in and promoting and talking because that is my true agenda. That is my true wish. This is where I want to go with this, is prevention. I want people, to understand the aftermath of suicide. It is not pretty. Absolutely not pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I actually woke up and tried to look human today. So, trying to do that. Thank you guys for hopping on here. I really, really appreciate you. And again, those connections, if we can make them, I would thank you. It's all about communication. Have the hard communications, have the good communications, have the ones that you're scared to death of, because a lot of times when you are scared to death to have those, you might change someone's mind to stay here longer. Think about that. Let that sink in. I love you guys. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you for becoming something that I never thought I needed. A great support group. You guys are my heart. Love you guys. See you guys later.